Hey everybody, hope your day is going well. You're back with another reaction. We're going to listen to Harry Nilsson. Remember, there's also Christmas between parentheses. Is that an alternate title? Maybe we'll find out during the song. It's been a while since I reacted to one of his songs, but I have come across him many times actually in uh, autobiographies and memoirs that I've been checking out of other artists. He makes frequent appearances in some rather wild stories. The Hollywood Vampire Club, if you are familiar with that term, and some of the drinking buddies like Alice Cooper, John Lennon, Ringo Starr, Keith Moon, Mickey Dolenz, many names. And yeah, there's some wild stories in there. But he was a great songwriter and singer. So I'm looking forward to this. This was a Patreon request by Clifton. Thank you so much for this request and donation, and also for sharing with me. And I was allowed to talk about this. He mentioned this in the request that he wanted this to be the final song at his funeral. I hope that won't be for many years, my friend. Thank you for sharing that. It's very personal, obviously. So I always pay attention, but I'm gonna pay extra attention this time. All right, let's go.
Long ago, far away, life was clear. Close your eyes. Remember is a place from long ago. Remember, filled with everything you know. Remember, when you're sad and feeling down. Remember, turn around. Remember, life is just a memory. Remember, close your eyes and you can see. Remember, think of all that life can be. Remember, dream, love is only in a dream. Remember, remember, life is never as it seems. Love is only in a dream. Remember, remember, life is never as it seems. Dream long ago, far away,
Wow, that's a beautiful song, very meaningful and wonderfully performed. And it's one of those songs you don't want it to end. Sometimes it can be like life, especially when it's going to be the last time you close your eyes. That's a very fitting closing line, but also of looking inward, right? Because true clarity might be found internally and not externally. It's kind of the one of the themes in this song. Not sure why the Christmas. Maybe because it is a time of reflection. That time of year. Maybe that's part of it. But absolutely wonderful song. The piano, uh, the strings. I think I heard a violin and a cello. The cello, of course, providing that lower sound. Really creating melancholy. Almost, it's amazing what that instrument does. uh, and then we had this. Luckily, this was in the lyric video. Buzuki solo. I didn't even know that instrument. So many instruments I don't even know, and sometimes uh, I wouldn't be able to recognize them by ear anyway. So it's a great thing to learn about this way. And the vocals. Wow, whoa. I mean, I've heard him sing before, and he was great, but this one is really like, ooh, he really yeah, that was outstanding. Some of the warmer notes that he produced, but then some of the higher. It's almost, I don't know what technique he was using, but it's almost feeling like his throat was being clammed. It was like really almost biting your teeth and producing this almost violin esque sound sometimes when on the high notes. It was like like almost like you're doing the you're what's the English term here? I'm bumping against the language barrier. In Dutch, we say streken. Like if you do it real, the back and forth motion really fast. On the strokes, I guess. Is that the English word for it? I don't know. How do you say it in English? But yeah, it almost felt like that quick vibrato, but so high that it's almost barely detectable, but really impactful. It kind of makes your hair stand up on the back of your neck. Combine that with the music and what he's actually saying, it's like whoa, that's powerful. And I love the way he framed that in the beginning, and then he kind of closed with the same thing, which is nice because it's kind of like the cycle of life anyway. You open your eyes, you close them. But life was clear long ago, far away. He frames it in a place and time. Uh, Life could seem so much simpler in another time, right? But I guess every time has its problems. But of course, with selective memory, romanticizing the past, it does always seem simpler because it's already gone. It's done. You've done it already. And the actual doing of whatever it is right now is always harder. But the way he wrote, remember at every start of the line and then kind of ended with a different phrase and put a different context every time to the word remember is fantastic. First of all, the place of it, retreating in it as a bit of a coping mechanism that we do sometimes, the remember when conversations, the nostalgia. Hey, remember when we did this? Remember that? Hey, Tony Soprano said, remember when is the lowest form of conversation? But I like to do it though. I like to have those types of conversations. So, I disagree with a lot that Tony Soprano said. R.I.P. James Gandolfini. When you're sad and feeling down, remember, filled with everything you know. It is. Life exists mostly in memory, and it's important that we do remember not only our own lives, but the ones of our loved ones, even after they're gone. It doesn't stop existing, it's still there. Not because the physical person or thing isn't there anymore, it still exists in our memory. Turn around, he said, look back. Life is just a memory. Close your eyes and you can see, internal truth, true clarity. You don't always see with your eyes, right? And you can listen with your entire body as well. Think of all that life can be. And love is only in a dream, and it's never as it seems. It's really profound writing, right? Very philosophical. And of course, how much of our lives is actually lived in our own experience and not really externally. We get this stimuli, of course, and then everything else is an internal construction. And our brain fills in a lot of the blanks that we don't really see in objective reality. So it's a very profound thing. How much would it be if you go to a percentage ratio? I've never really thought about that in terms of external living versus internal living, external stimuli versus internal construction. 70-30%. I mean, 70 internally and 30% stimuli. I think it's higher. 80-20. 80% of our lives lived internally versus 20% external stimulation. I don't know. Put a number to it. 90-10? Are you going lower? I don't know. This is an interesting conversation. And that's what great music and art does. It provokes so many thoughts. But yeah, life, love is only in a dream. A lot of it is through our perception and how we feel about certain people and about life is right here. It's right there. Beautiful, fantastic song, uh, and definitely a contender for my own goodbye ceremony one day. It's the one thing I won't be attending, but hey, I don't like to go out anyway. There's a tough selection if you. It's a dark thing to think about, but you kind of, it's also fun at the same time for me. In My Life, by the Beatles is another one that might be a big contender. This one, hey, yeah, it's gonna be a long ceremony, guys. If you ever come to mine, I'm gonna play a lot of music. Hey, I have to end it with a light note because as long as we're here, we have to keep laughing as well, right? It's important. It's one of the most beautiful things in life. Thank you for bringing this song to my life and to my attention. It's absolutely wonderful, and it's a great addition to kind of the memory of music that I have. And we keep expanding it through these reactions, and it's very valuable. And this is a valuable addition. So thank you, and everybody, for spending some time with me. Remember to click the like button or not. Have a good day. Bye.